Okay, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Kim.
Happy Monday.
How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. Trying to balance that recovery and getting things done type thing. But it was good. It's been beautiful fall weather here. And fall's my favorite. So it's great to have some meals out on the deck and
Yeah, isn't it nice? I know I don't want it to be winter. I want it to stay. But okay, so let's go over. This is an exciting topic. Everyone always loves to talk about Instagram. But today you're going to teach us how to read our Instagram insights and know our numbers. Because what I'm doing on the screen, if you guys can't tell, or trying to do, is share my phone, right? So I have my phone in my hand and I'm sharing my phone on the screen. I can even move it around over my screensaver, which is all about my group, Profit Insiders for Interior Designers. But we're gonna go over some of the insights. So tell me what to do.
Okay, well, first of all, before we go into the insights, I want to tell people why it's so important. So whenever we're looking at our strategy, and for it to be successful, we need to know what our goals are. We need to know how we're implementing it and our insights, and that will help us refine and repeat and know what to do in the future. So people tend to not look at their insights of their data, but it really is a big tool to kind of know how your audience is reacting. And so what they like, you know what to give them more of. And so one thing with the insights, when you have Instagram, there are 3 different categories you can have. You can have your business, you can have the creator account, or your personal account. Insights are available for the business and the creator, and my understanding is the business account, you get a few more insights. I'm not for sure on that. I don't have any clients with the creator account, so I haven't looked into that. But if you have a personal account, for one, if you're using your Instagram account for business, you want to flip it over to a business account because then you can have the insights. And so if you're on your phone trying to follow along with us and you don't see the insights, it's probably because you have a personal account and not a business account.
Okay, and if you want to change to a business account,
it's super easy to do. Go in under settings, and then towards the bottom of the settings, it'll say, if you scroll up just a little under, can you keep scrolling? I don't know if it's under accounts. I'll just double check.
Mine says business, the third one down. I know it's hard for people to see the screen. This is the best I can do with the system I use. But if I click on the one that says business.
And that just shows business. If we want to change, okay, so if you want to change your account, you would go under where it says account. So we need to go.
I did that. And then if I scroll up on the bottom, it says switch account type.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm not going to do that right now, everyone. But if you're looking to go from a personal account to a business account, which you should if you are looking to get your insights,
right.
That's how you do it. So just to repeat, I went to my settings, which was the top right-hand corner, the 3, what we call a hamburger, the 3 lines.
Yeah.
I clicked on that. Then I went to settings.
Yep.
And then I went to account. Down here. Account.
And then all the way down to the bottom.
And then all the way down to the bottom, I have 2 blue options, switch account type or add new professional account. You would hit switch account type in order to become a business account.
Okay. Correct. Yep. All right. So now let's hop into those insights. So you can see right on the main profile there where it says edit profile, add tools, and insights. They make it super easy for us to get to. So just click on insights.
Okay.
And now what we're looking at is the last 7 days. So when I'm reviewing your account, there's a couple things to take note. I will look at the last 7 days, the last 14, and the last 30. Because the last 7, when we look at let's look at the accounts reach where there's that percentage sign.
Okay, so I'm going to click on this. I'm trying to show my mouse on the screen and then click on my phone. So
yes,
I'm going to go account.
Yep. And so when you see that it has, I'm just going to follow through, so I can't quite read your screen here. Let's see.
Wish I could make that bigger. That is
where it says 61% decrease. It's not. I want to clarify with people that doesn't mean that it's not doing as well. We're comparing week to week. And so that number is very fluid. Sometimes it'll be a decrease and be an increase, kind of depending on how often we're posting, what we're doing, kind of the strategy behind it. So I don't want people like, oh my goodness, 60% decrease. That's bad. No, when we will go ahead, if you click on where it says the last 7 days and click up there, and let's just do the last 14 or last 30 days and see what happens.
I'm going to do 30. And then I'm going to hit update, which isn't quite showing here, but now it's refreshing. There we go.
Right. And so you can see a different number.
I like that number better.
Because it looks better, but that doesn't necessarily mean, because of the week before last week, we had a really good week. And so when you're comparing, it's this data, you can make it look however you want it to look, kind of like. So you want to know what those numbers are in the count reach. If you're really serious about following it, putting these numbers in a spreadsheet kind of would help you give a better, clearer picture than percentage week by week basis is what we're doing here.
Gotcha.
So now that you have this, so this is basically how many accounts that have been reached in the, let's see, you're at the last 30. So I'm going to flip my phone over to the last 30 so that we're talking the same thing here. So in the last 30 days, your Instagram has reached 3,500 people. And then it will tell us how many percent have been from ads or promotions, which we really haven't been running any Instagram ads, so we wouldn't expect that number. And then below that, we see followers and non-followers. And we like it when we have a bigger percentage of non-followers.
So that means 2,096 non-followers saw my content.
Correct.
So we reached 2,096 people that normally would not have seen my content.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yes. And we do that by the content that you're posting, the hashtags we're using, if you're using any geolocation, your stories, your reels, and we'll look at that a little bit more deeper as we get going here. So then if you scroll up a little bit, you can see the content type. And so it showed that based on reach, the post had about 2,400. And reels, now it's very interesting to note because we'll look at the number of reels that you've done and the number of posts that you've done. So reels had 1,300 people. Oh. Now, if we go and
Now, I just want to point out something. The reason why you guys are only seeing 1,35 is because I have bad eyes. So I have my text really big on my phone and it won't let me scroll over to see the full number. So it's 1,350 something.
Right.
And on my post, it's 2,440 something.
Correct.
Okay.
So then I'm going to hop back over. You can stay there. I just want to look at something. Insights the last 30 days. You've done one reel in the last 30 days. But look at the reach of that reel versus we've had 38 posts and 96 stories. So that doesn't tell us that reels are getting bigger reach. Like that data right there proves. Not that, but your posts are still doing good. So I want to encourage people, posts are still doing good. But if you could do one reel a week, how much more that would increase your reach.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, I got to do more reels. Everybody, we've got to do more reels.
I think you and I are meeting after this to plan our content for October, and we may just have to tackle reels.
Oh, I think we should do a reels challenge. I always say these things, right? But we have to have time in the schedule to do these things.
Right. We might have to do a real simple reels challenge. So that is why we look at the data, because if we're just thinking we're posting all the time and we don't know where that number is, that's why we look at this, to see the content type for reach.
I'm just trying to see if there's another way that this might show bigger to everybody, but is really.
And actually from my screen, it's not too bad.
All right, because it looks really small on my screen, but I'm trying to make it as big as possible. Okay, so
that is your
1,300 people reached. shows
Right.
you that reels are converting, but my posts are also converting. And that's not a 3. I should have changed my text size before I went live. I didn't even think to do that because they're not seeing how many posts. So how many posts did I have in 30 days?
Let me just double check. I keep flipping out to look at something else here. So you've had 38 posts. So on where the screen that you're on now, you're not going to see the number of posts. Right now we're looking at reach. So if you back out, so hit the arrow to back out of reach.
Okay. Oops, I'm going to hit the arrow here.
And then if you scroll up, there will tell you you had 38 posts.
There we go.
96 stories, 1 reel, and 13 IGTV videos.
Okay.
Okay, so it tells us exactly what we've done. Now we want to know the reach, but then we also want to know your content interactions. So if you click on the, go back up to the top.
Oh.
Down, yep. And then click on the arrow where it says the 1,220. Okay. So first of all, according to the insights here, you reached 3,500 people and you had interactions with 1,222. So about 1/3 of your content is being interacted with, which is phenomenal. So that is great news. That means that the content that we're posting is engaging with the audience that we want. So if you hit content interactions, then it will. Yep. Yep. So you're right where we need to be. So then it tells us more detailed information. So we tell how many people are liking your content, comments, saves, and shares.
16 shares? I mean,
16 saves. Yes.
That's interesting. Okay.
And our goal is, as marketers, is we like it when people engage. But if we can get people to comment or share or save, the algorithm likes that a little bit better. So then your reach expands. And so to way to get people to do the commenting and the shares and the saves, and we started doing this a little bit more for you, is tell them, save this for next time, save this for more information. If you know a business buddy that could use this tip, share it with them, or leave a comment. So trying to increase that engagement. So overall, I think that your numbers are good. Like the content that we're doing is people are engaging and liking it.
Right. And I think the important part here that people need to understand is there's always a new shiny object coming out. There's always a new, way of experimenting on Instagram. But you want to look to see what's working and make sure you're continuing to do what was working for you and not just jumping from thing to thing all the time.
Correct. Because we've tested multiple different posts for you. And it still comes back to is people like to see your face and they like to be inspired by quotes.
Okay.
Or they like to see Millie. Those 3 things.
I like to see Millie too. She's
right.
Definitely one.
And so, but if we know how to do that, then we know how to be creative with the content to try to do that in our strategy and implementation. So just a post isn't a good strategy. You want to have some effort. It's better to post 3 quality posts with intent and interaction and engagement than it is to post every day and nobody's touching your stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yep. And so then I always like to look at top posts based on likes. They give you a nice number so you can see. We did a post, and this one was actually, it was a little story about you. Oops, are you going?
Oh, I clicked on the top post based on likes. I clicked on that.
Okay.
And then I can sort by newest or sort. See, I just hit there. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, if you click on where it says last year, yes, then you can go the last 30 days.
Okay.
And
so Millie.
Right. It's Millie and you, a picture of you, and then some quotes.
It's all about Millie, everyone. Every time I post a picture of my dog, everybody loves that. That's hysterical. Okay.
But yeah. And then the rest of them is quotes. And so designers, they can even do inspirational quotes by using either some of their project pictures, pictures of themselves, pictures of nature, pictures where they get inspiration. And so I would encourage you to think it's more than just what we're selling. It's how we're inspiring and interacting with our audience.
Okay, I just switched it to last year because I was just curious what is getting the most over the last year. And I have to tell you, it's funny, right? If everyone's watching, if you, all the top, what, 3, 6, 9, 12 are me. And then under that is a whole row of inspiration and then pictures of me again. So it is hard, I have to tell you, and you know this, Kim, because I'm always bitching about this. Like, it's hard to show yourself all the time on Instagram. It's your professional persona, right? That you're
Right.
showing on a consistent basis, but people also want to see the behind the scenes, right? So pictures of me with no makeup, working out, looking however I look, convert also, and they will for everyone else also. People want to know the people behind the brand.
Correct. And just to plug our business a little bit, I don't know if you were posting your own, if you would post as many pictures of yourself. But since it's me, I have no shame in posting pictures of you, you know?
Forewarned. No, it's true. I mean, you'll pick pictures that I'll go, ooh, but those get a ton of comments, likes, people message me because they relate to
Right.
that I'm just a regular person also, in addition
Right.
to a coach, right?
And so I encourage people, if you're doing your own social media and you're not at the point where you can outsource it, is see if you can have a coworker, a colleague, a friend, someone that can help you identify some pictures to help you get comfortable with that posting of your pictures. Because if it is hard, I have a very challenging time. And so I have a daughter that I have helped me pick out posts for pictures of myself. And I'm good at, getting better about sharing posts, like everyday posts on stories.
Right.
But to have on my feed, it's hard. It's a challenge.
It is very hard, but it converts, right? So if you can break through by exercising that muscle of making that decision to share a picture of yourself. I mean, look at this picture, right? I have no makeup on. I'm sitting on the ground, right? It's like, but people did like that post and they relate to me because of that. So try, and everyone who's listening on replay or live, try to post more pictures of yourself because people do want to see that in all states and conditions, so to speak.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. And so those are, the things that you want to know. And now we can talk about followers too, because I know people will say, oh, I only have this many followers.
Yes.
It's better to have few followers that are your ideal clients or your ideal audience than to have 35,000 followers to people that will never buy your product.
Yes.
And it is so hard.
So hung up on those vanity measures.
And it's hard. It's hard. We all do, because it's kind of like sprinkles on the cupcake. It just makes it feel good,
Right.
So making sure that we want to see consistent growth and consistent followers, but we also want to pay attention when we have a moment or two to look at the followers and seeing if people that are following you are really your people, or are they people with more of the fake accounts. And the way that you can tell the fake accounts is, one, they won't have anything posted, but they'll be following 50,000 people or whatever. They won't have any bio. You can kind of pick them up really easy. Have them not follow you, because of the fact is that if I'm posting a promotion, I'm having this amazing sale that I want everybody to see, it's going to see the people that are false accounts too. And I would rather not have them see those, because I want them to go to the people that would really buy from me.
Right. So care less about your actual number of followers. Look more at the interaction, the saves.
Right. And it's not that we do want followers, and there's a way that you can grow that following. Which is important, especially if you have the time to do it, or you have a team member that can help do that engagement and that growth. If you want Instagram to grow, it is a targeted, consistent formula that we're not going to have time to discuss today. However, if you really do want, because there's two folds with the Instagram, is the growth of the followers, but then that consistent content that people can come and look at you, see what you do, see that you're legit, build that know, like, and trust. And today we're concentrating on that know, like, and trust, and that's why these insights are relevant to that.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else? Did we cover?
Let me just pull that back up again. And so what we would look for is we want to make sure that you have a consistent growth. And then for you, we intentionally do unfollows. Like we really pay attention to that. So you're not growing as fast as if we had other ones, but we want your message to get to the people that it needs to get to.
Right.
And then you can look at, are you under audience is where I want you to go. So scroll down. Let's see, how did I get here? Okay, insights overview.
Oh, I got it. Your audience, right?
Audience, and then click on that. And are you at the last? Okay, so the total followers. So then we can look at your growth. We can look at your locations because we want to see kind of like, are you?
Okay, what is this Lagos?
I have no idea.
I have been asking that for years. I think I even Googled it once and I forgot what it said. I have to look it up again. I see that all the time. I need to Google that. Okay. So New York followers are 2.7% of my following.
Which makes sense because if you are in the New York area, and we'll take a quick, I'm going to hop over to
London, Los Angeles, Austin. Let me go to countries. There we go. Okay. Lagos is a major African financial center. just in case anybody was wondering. Okay, so.
And so now when you're looking at your countries, we want to know is where do you primarily do business and who are you going to want to have followers with you? And it's interesting. I have Lagos that came up on mine also, which is weird.
Those are the fake people. But okay, so I coach in all English speaking countries, right? So it makes sense. This says United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, Nigeria, I'm going to say is probably from when I first started in my business, true confessions here right now. I thought buying followers was what you did 5.5 years ago. So I did a little bit of that and then I quickly stopped. And I think I still have some followers who follow me who are, not my target audience, which we're trying to get rid of, right?
Right.
So that's probably why I have some from areas, although I have actually coached 2 people who were in Africa, English speaking interior designers. But anyway, okay, so that's my top locations by country. And then I always find this interesting, age range.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. It is very interesting. And I just wanted to quickly, I have a client that we just picked up on, and their followers, they purchased, just so people can understand the purchasing, because they didn't know any better either. And 20% of them came from Brazil, and only 13% were the US.
So they purchased followers.
Yes.
And they were not their ideal client at all. And I love these ads that say, I get emails every day. I get DMs every day saying, we can make you increase your followers. We can help you get to 10,000. And I know what they're going to do. They're going to purchase, but they say they're purchasing real, but don't fall for it. They can't guarantee that. The only way to do it real is by doing it for real, which is interacting, posting great content that people want to learn from.
Right. Because this gentleman, his business is United States, and that's what they focus on. So that means like every post that we see, like 13% were for the United States. So that is a very small percentage of people that are going to actually see his posts that are his target audience. And so it is a very big caution for anybody. I know it's tempting. It's kind of like taking a diet pill and losing 100 pounds overnight.
I know.
We've all done something like that once or twice. But when we know our numbers and we set concrete marketing goals, by knowing the numbers, we know what is working. And I even came across a suggestion today that said, look back in the last 2 months, and we could do this. I was going to do this for you. I just haven't had a chance to see what your most popular post on Instagram was.
Oh.
So
how do I do that? Does it give me the option for 2 months or just?
Well, we can just do the last 90 days. So if you scroll over, so let's do the last 90 days.
Okay, so I'm going to click on this, last 90 days.
And then we'll click over.
Then I hit update on the top right.
Yep. And click over on your post.
On which one? The 88 posts?
Yes, click on that arrow.
Okay, so I'm going to click on this arrow.
And so your post was setting goals as a first step to turning the invisible into the visible. And
so motivational.
Right. And so what's recommended is that it's okay to reuse the content that we've used in the past. Like, we don't always have to come up with new content. So if you look back in the last 90 days, this post did well. Your audience loved it. So we're going to repost it.
Interesting. Now, are you going to change the colors? Or you're going to do, or just repost it exactly as is?
Yeah.
So I can look that I posted on December. Okay, so right at the bottom, I scrolled up. So I clicked on my post. I went to the bottom. Last time I posted this was December 26, 2020. So you're saying we can post this again? Because really, who's going to scroll back and see that I've posted this before? And people get so self-conscious about posting the same thing on Instagram as Facebook and then reposting on Instagram, but you're saying that's okay.
It is okay. Now that one, we're going to change the copy because it was talking about going into the new year. So we'll probably edit the copy and stuff. But yeah, it is okay to cross post. Where you will get into challenge is that, so like you have a lot of offers that you give to people for free. So there's a lot of resources that you have. So what we try to do is we will promote Nail Your Sales on Instagram this week, and we're going to post time analysis on Facebook so that they're not, if someone's following you on all the platforms, they're not always going to see the same thing. Mm-hmm. But we do about half the content we post the same from Instagram to Facebook, simply because you have a larger Instagram, you have a more active Instagram following, mm-hmm. and the Facebook business page tends to be more static, not as engaging.
Correct. All right, so this is great. So everyone, we're doing this with my Instagram, obviously, just so we can show you, because I can share my screen. But we want you to go and look at your insights, right? So you should have a business Instagram account. I'm going to keep scrolling back. I'm going to keep hitting this back arrow here to scroll back, and then look at your insights here and start looking at your numbers, right? Understanding your numbers. Change it from 7 days to, let's see, 30 days. Hit update on the top right. I can tell I have old eyes because I keep everything so big. And start looking at your insights in order to see how you're doing on Instagram and see if you can make some improvements.
Correct.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop sharing this, see if I can get us back. So that was awesome. You know what? I think that we don't look at our insights enough. I know I don't look at it because I have you, and everyone can have you too. They could go check out what you have to offer, but it's really important to check your insights on a regular basis. And when I do look, I do give you an opinion sometimes, like, oh, that seemed to go really well. Let's do more of that. Let's do less of that. Because still, I'm the business owner, right? You help me. You give me suggestions. I give you suggestions. And together, we continue to get the following and support my following.
That is one of our core values, is that we are partners with the people that we work with, and we maybe are more skilled in the marketing area for social media, but I always think testing and trying and repeat what works is what we're going to do.
Absolutely. All right. Hopefully that helps somebody today. Make sure you're looking at your Instagram if that's where you're getting a lot of interaction, or that's where your ideal client hangs out, which these days almost everybody's on Instagram, except for probably, I don't know what age they're saying currently. Do you know what age?
Well, I don't, but I know that in some of the data I just seen, over 1 billion people around the world use Instagram, and the average user spends 28 minutes per day. That's a long time. I know the other platforms, except for maybe Pinterest, but the rest of the platforms, 28 minutes a day. So your chances of being seen are pretty darn good.
That's pretty good. All right,
Yes.
everyone, go have a great Monday. I hope this was helpful. Kim, tell them where to find you if they need help with their social media.
Okay, our website is freshimpactllc.com.
All right, and today is September 27th. By the end of this month, September 30th, 2021, I will no longer be offering the $1 into my membership site. So if you have not checked out my membership site for $1 for the first 2 weeks, then it goes up to $97 a month. Check it out. There are so many trainings, and your Instagram training is in there. You gave that to us to put in our membership site, and it's like a ton of modules and so valuable.
Right. I was looking at as we were working on your content for this week, your site again, and it was like, there is so much information in that membership site. It's like, oh, that's really good. I should go watch that. Oh, that's really good. And so 3 hours later.
No, I got a message last week that's like, oh my God, one module after another. I am learning so much and implementing. Thank you. So we turned that into an audio clip, and that'll be coming out soon. There is so much valuable information in that membership site that I'm always at a loss going, why isn't everybody in this site? Like, if I had a coach offering that to me, I'd be grabbing it, but to each his own, right?
Right. I think part of it is that again, people aren't able to really see, like, they don't know how valuable it is until they're in it. So we just need to keep sharing that message.
Sharing the message. All right, everyone, I will see you next week for Marketing Monday and see you tomorrow for Money Talk Tuesday. Thanks, Kim.
Have a good week.
All right, bye, everyone.